Hi friends! Today we're going to practice a lovely restorative yoga practice. You will need a bolster, some blocks, pillows and blankets or anything you can use for the same purpose. When you're ready, we are going to start in a supported butterfly pose. So a nice big cushion or a rolled up blanket straight behind the back. And then I'd like you to find two things you can support the knees with. I'm going to use some blocks, but if you have another long cushion, it works really well on the knees as well. Then we are going to bring the soles of the feet together. The cushion is straight behind the back, in the length of the spine. And then we're gonna bring ourselves over the cushion. And you can support the knees with your props. The hands can rest wherever they feel good. And if the elbows are dangling off the mat, you might like to place two cushions underneath as well, just for the support. You can close your eyes if that feels good. And if you want to use a blanket to cover yourself, or a little eye mask to work a little bit more into that restorative aspect of the pose, then please feel free. And then slowly allow the attention to draw inward. Finding your breath. Allowing your body to grow heavy on the props. The props support us in the pose. The props carry us in the pose. We're not here to find intense stretching sensations today. So if you do feel like the pose is getting intense, maybe you bring something extra underneath the knees, because we really want to be carried today. We want to be supported. you sticking with it, relaxing, unwinding. You can trust that I will get you out of the pose when the time is right. And another 5 more deep breaths here. And then we slowly bring our knees back together. We are going to walk the feet a little bit more in line with the hips. And you can stay here, maybe you prefer the knees to fall together. You can keep yourself supported on the bolster, or maybe you prefer to move it aside. Either way is perfectly fine. If you do decide to move it aside, maybe it's nice to bring some extra cushioning underneath the head so that the head is nice and supported. And we'll come into this conscious resting pose, or constructive resting pose. And take a few breaths here. See if you prefer it to have the knees together, feet wide. Or maybe you prefer to have the knees hip-width apart. Hands can rest, and body is supported by the mat. notice how with every exhale you can allow your body to soften. And notice how every breath just comes and goes. And then we're here for another 5 more deep breaths. And then from there, we are going to roll on towards our sides. And I'd like you to make a pillow for your head, something that's relatively high. And a long cushion, or maybe 2 smaller ones, are coming towards the side of your mat. So what we are going to do is we are going to lie with our head on the higher cushion. And then we're coming into a version of a twist where we want to have the ankle and the knee both supported on a pillow or maybe 2 pillows. And then from there, rather than twisting open, we are going to keep the rest of the body twisted relatively close. Now, if this is not comfortable for your shoulder, you can always try to walk the shoulder just a little bit more out so that you're turning a little bit more on towards your shoulder blades. And then we are going to rest right here. Hands can meet. See where you are most comfortable. And again, if it feels good, the eyes can close. And again here, we'll stay for about 5 more deep breaths. And then we turn on towards our backs. You can take a moment here. Bring your bolster over towards the other side or whatever prop you used. Gonna turn with the other ear towards the cushion. And the leg is supported now, but the other leg is now supported by the bolster. Slowing down, relaxing. And just sticking with it, breathing through it. We're still here. And 5 more deep breaths here. And now on your next exhale, you can turn yourself back on towards your back. And prop yourself up on towards the elbows a little bit. use that pillow, maybe make it a level or two lower again. And then another nice big pillow or bolster, in my case, for under the knees. If you want to use a blanket to cover yourself up, then please feel free to do so. We're going to relax the legs over the bolster. Drop the toes out towards the side. Hands can rest wherever they naturally fall and whenever they feel comfortable. And then if you wish to use that eye mask and support yourself a little more, creating some darkness, some calmness, then please feel free to use something like that. Cover the eyes. And this is our final relaxation pose, shavasana. And slowly starting to find some movement back into the body. You can wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Deepen your breath, exhale with a little sigh. Maybe you give yourself a full body stretch or cradle up the knees into the chest. From here, roll on to one side, any side that feels good. And we'll slowly make our way up into a comfortable seat, nice and slow. Thank you for practicing. I hope this practice helped you feel as restored as I do right now. Hope to see you soon in the next video. Thank you. You will need a bolster, some blocks, pillows, blankets.
You got this.
Yeah, I don't know what's going wrong.